Hi, in this video I want to show you how to cast a person's face using casting plaster bandage, or otherwise known as plaster of Paris bandage. And first of all, I want to show you that how important it is to add a barrier to the skin. I'm using Vaseline here. The reason why we use a barrier is because anything with plaster products, when it's curing on the face or on the skin in general, it tends to heat up and it can actually cause burns to the skin. But it's perfectly safe once the skin has been isolated with, in this case, just an even film of Vaseline. Now I won't be going near the hair, but I still put a little bit around the hairline in case any hair gets caught in the edge of the mask, and particular attention around the mouth, sensitive areas around the eyes and the eyebrows, because when the bandage starts to set, it will actually pull at any hairs on the face, and it can be quite painful to remove. So I like to spend a bit of time at this point, just for the safety aspect. I'm going to be applying the bandage, the plaster Paris bandage. You can get this at most art supplies, some pharmacies as well, as it's used by sometimes doctors or vets to stabilise broken bones, and it's relatively cheap to buy as well. Just particular attention there, as I say, around the eyebrows and the eyes. So this video is about 15 minutes long. I was going to actually speed it up in sections, but I think it's important for somebody who's serious about doing this process, and that they have the opportunity to watch it in its entirety. So I'm going to let it run, and if you feel that you want to just flip through it yourself into various stages, that's fine. So I already have the bandage ready. I've cut it into strips, as you can see, and just some warm water in a jug or a basin. Soak it very quickly, and on it goes. Again, staying away from the hairline in this case. When you apply the bandage, smooth it out with your fingers, because it'll give a nice clean finish where it's making contact with the skin. The idea is to get it as smooth as possible on the inside of the mask, which is where all the detail is. And just working down. Now obviously when we get near the end, I'm going to leave the nostrils free so that she can breathe right to the very end of it, and I'll fill in the nostrils after the mask is taken off. Just working your way around the sides of the face. Again, staying away from the hairline. In this case, I won't be going near her ears either. Now if the person has got very short hair, or bald, even better, you can work way back onto the sides of the head. And you can shape this. It's not just doesn't have to just remain straight. You can go in a sort of a semicircular curve with it. and just work it in on top of the ones that you've had on there previous. So I'm just going to let this run and play some music, and you can just watch the process. So okay, I'll come back in at this point. When the mask is set, which is fairly quick, we're like 12 minutes in, you can get the person to just move their face around inside and it'll break free and off it comes. A little bit of hair stuck there, but nothing too serious. So there, the mask is off. It's still quite fragile, so you really do have to handle with care, and I'll just get her to hold that there while I put a couple of strips on over the nostrils, so that when I come to fill it with casting plaster that it won't leak out. Obviously I try to work as quick as possible. She doesn't actually mind having this done, but some people might find it a little bit claustrophobic to be inside a mask. It's not everyone's thing, but she was fine with it. So, but still you've got to work fairly quick, because this bandage, when it starts to cure, it goes off very, very quick. So you have to have all your strips pre-cut and have everything ready, and then you just make it as quick as possible. So a couple of strips around the nose, and anywhere else on the mask that you think needs a bit of reinforcement, it can go on at this point. So there it is. So this will be left overnight, and then if you watch part 2 of this video, you will see me mixing the casting plaster and actually filling the mask. Okay, talk to you next. Bye.